Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Tuesday, July 15th Board of Trustees meeting at 6 p.m. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Matthews, roll call.
Mr. Posey? Mr. Berry?
Here.
Mr. Culp?
Here.
Chief Nielsen, you have the first responder casualties.
Yes, sir, I do. Sergeant Xiao Dang with the Los Angeles Police Department, end of watch, June 23rd. The Undersheriff Brandon Gade of the Phillips County Sheriff's Office in Kansas, end of watch, June 27th. Officer Kendall Corder with the Milwaukee Police Department with an end of watch of June 29th. Officer Francisco Flades with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina, end of watch, June 30th. Sheriff Devin Mason with the Darlington County Sheriff's Office in South Carolina, end of watch, July 1st. And Officer Miguel Cano with the California Highway Patrol, end of watch, Wednesday, July 2nd. And Deputy Sheriff Antonio Alamon with the Dona Ana County Sheriff's Office with an end of watch of Tuesday, July 8th.
Please join me in a moment of silence for these heroes. Thank you. I would like to introduce a very special guest, Commissioner Mary McDonald. Welcome to our meeting. We appreciate you coming. It's the first time we've seen a county commissioner in a long time, and hopefully we will see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. This is my first term as county commissioner. I came from the city of Trotwood after 18 years serving there, the last of 8, which I was the mayor. And I'm excited to be at the county commission and excited to be out here joining you today because I know what it's like, as I say, boots on the ground, where the real work happens, and that's our working with our constituents and meeting their needs. And very often at the level of county commission, sometimes we're so far away from things, we don't always see what communities are impacted and the challenges that they have. And having had many of those in the city of Trotwood, having gone through a tornado and COVID-19, there are a lot of things that I think I bring to the table today that really will help us in a lot of the challenges that we've had and that we are currently experiencing in local government. So I just came by to say hello to you. I've had a wonderful day today. I experienced time with Alex earlier today with the ribbon cutting event, and I just want to say that I'm here for you. If there's anything that I can do as a county commissioner to help you, if there are things that you want us to know that make things easier for you at our level, I am more than happy to do so. And I'll entertain any questions you might have for me.
No, I don't have any questions, but I appreciate you coming out tonight to speak with us.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you as a partner, and we appreciate the collaborations that we have with our other local jurisdictions. And it's, like I said, it's been a long time since we've seen a county commissioner here, and it's very nice that you showed up here today. So we appreciate what you do for the county, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you. Well, you know, again, I didn't see county commissioners except for sometimes some ribbon cuttings and things like that, but I think it's so important for us, again, to stay close. And that was kind of second by a meeting that I had just prior to coming here, where it was shared. You know what? We know that you're going to ask us about things that have to do with how we are touching people's lives. And I know that, again, being on the 11th floor building of a building, it's easy to not really know the difficulties that local governments are facing in trying to serve people. I know those challenges, and I really want to be that extension of what it is that you do at the level you're working. So I do have a document that I want to leave with you to be able to share. It's our impact report, and it kind of lets you know where we are as a county overall. And again, if you should need me, please let me know. I'm always available.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion and one vote of consent. There'll be no separate discussion of these items. If a discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
We will now move on to new business. I would like to make a motion in the beginning that we table, which one is it? Chris?
55.
I make a motion that we table resolution number, or resolution 55,
56.
or 56,
I'm sorry.
2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
All right, now, Mr. Snyder, you have the first, now two resolutions, 54 and 55.
Thank you. Good evening, Board. We do have two resolutions, 54 and 55. 54 is dealing with a concurrence of the appointment by the City of Miamisburg for their JED appointment to the Miami Crossing JED. As time to time, we do have folks that serve out their terms on that board and do need to be reappointed per our contract. We do need to concur with the city's proposed appointment to that. In this case, their Community Development Director, Chris Vine. So if there are any questions on that, I'd be happy to go over that. Resolution 55, 2025 is a resolution regarding our outside legal counsel, our law director. As you know, we did enter into a 6-month agreement with them. We've had very good success with our law firm, Frost Brown Todd. We've reviewed a number of different economic development and contracts with them, as well as done a number of policy and procedural reviews. They've proven to be very responsive and capable of addressing a variety of topics and legal matters. At this time, we are proposing to enter into an extension of that agreement with them with a further review at another 6 months of the contract terms. So if there are any questions, I'd be happy to go over that.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Mr. Swiker.
Good evening, Board. Resolution 57 before you is requesting a revision of the speed limit on Munger Road. Local citizens requested a speed study to the Montgomery County Traffic Engineer. As the Highway Superintendent designated by the Board of Trustees, I have reviewed the speed study analysis with the Traffic Engineer, and we have no reason to not move forward with this revision request, and would like to submit this to ODOT based on the speed study to move Munger Road from 40 miles an hour down to 35 miles an hour. I will note that this speed study was the entirety of Munger Road from Alex Bell through Miami Township, through Washington Township down to Mad River Road. Likewise, our neighboring jurisdiction is also doing the same form of legislation tonight as well, so, or during their time. But in conjunction, both communities don't find any reason to not move forward with this study and proposal, and I'd be happy to answer any questions on this resolution.
When do you see that taking effect?
Once both agencies pass resolution, we'll send it to the state via the traffic engineer at Montgomery County. So fairly soon, I would suppose.
Okay. Any questions? No?
discussion. I have a question, if I may.
Okay.
From what, I am not an expert on this, but from what I was reading, if we are a self-rule.
Home rule?
township- Home rule, thank you. I believe we're able to set speed limits without asking anyone. Has anyone ever looked into that?
The only difference is that we would have to fund our own speed study. So Montgomery County typically is willing to do the study and make recommendations. We could as a home rule township, but we would have to hire out a consultant to do it, so.
As the fiscal officer, I applaud your action. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Carlson, you have the next four resolutions.
Yes, good evening, Board. First resolution before you tonight is related to the Kings Ridge Drive Streetscape Project. Stage 1 engineering drawings have been submitted to ODOT for review. We've gotten our initial comments, and we are now working on preliminary right-of-way plans. One piece of the full length that would require some right-of-way changes is the township-owned property at the corner of Lions Ridge Drive and Kings Ridge Drive. There currently is sidewalk already built in that piece. By donating this piece of right-of-way now, it will simplify our right-of-way proposal to ODOT. We won't have to hire an appraiser to determine the value of this .032 acres, go into negotiations. So by donating it now, we save a lot of headache later. So working with Public Works Director, didn't have any concerns about accepting this right-of-way, which the board has the authority to donate functionally to ourselves under the Ohio Revised Code. If you have any questions, be happy to discuss. Okay. Second item for you, more of a housekeeping item, but working with Montgomery County Recorder's Office, they are changing some policy that requires the elected officials to approve any liens before they are assessed due to property maintenance efforts. I provided you with a table in your reading materials for all of the nuisance abatements we've conducted in the last 8-ish months. It's about $12,000, $12,825 over 11 abatements. One of those is an outlier, $6,000 for a very heavy tree removal, dangerous condition. But with your approval, this would help us recoup our abatement costs by putting them on as a lien for properties that got to the very end of our sort of code enforcement efforts. We're unable to work with them to resolve that. If you have any questions on that one. Great. Item 3, this is related to a different ODOT project, the Springboro Pike Pathway Project. We've taken several steps with ODOT to get through this to start engineering on the pathway project. We are finally at the point now where ODOT has drafted a contract that would be entered into by us, ODOT, and Choice One Engineering, who is our selected firm. By approving this resolution, we could execute that document, would allow us then to kick off preliminary engineering. This one was, again, a 90-10 match for funding through the Safe Streets program through ODOT. So certainly would recommend that we take advantage of that program. If you have any questions on this agreement? Great. And finally, resolution to authorize the Township Administrator to accept a Housing Technical Assistance Program Award and solicit firms for the project. So this past year, the Ohio Department of Development created a program called HTAP, Housing Technical Assistance Program, a fund meant to help communities modernize their zoning resolutions and tie in best practices across a wide array of topics, but including housing. Our department applied for these funds, and we were awarded the full amount, $50,000, to hire a consultant to help us organize the process and try to bring best practices into our zoning code, and again, for sort of a myriad of topics. But this would allow us to accept those funds, and then secondly, to put out an RFP to find a firm. We've just set the budget at $50,000 and said, whatever you're able to do functionally to help us do this. It's a project that staff can certainly take on, but through this program, a consultant would be very helpful to do that. This is also a recommendation of adoption of the plan, our 2022 comprehensive plan. So really, it's just bringing our code up to speed with what we have already approved and adopted through the plan to help guide our community's growth. I anticipate there will be several work sessions, potentially long work sessions with the board, with the zoning commission about some of these changes. So it is a big undertaking, but I think it's a great time given these funds were made available. Be happy to discuss. Thank you, board.
Thank you, sir. Mr. McCord, you have the last resolution.
Good evening, Board. Resolution 62, 2025 is an appropriation amendment resolution, and I do need to clarify, we had a last-minute change to the reading material. The first item on the list, the $219,000 for the Choice One engineering contract, that actually had already been approved for an appropriation amendment during a previous meeting, so we removed that, and tonight's measure is just for the $141,000 related to the Jasmine Street project itself. So last minute change, but the section 1 was changed on the resolution and lowered the amount to the 141,500. So happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, sir. Next, we'll move into public comments. This portion of the meeting is where you, the residents of Miami Township, are invited to share your thoughts with the board. Please note that at this time has been set aside for the board to listen to you. Your comments are valued and will be taken into careful consideration. The board will not engage in dialogue at this time, and presentations are limited to 5 minutes.
Hello,
Good
my
evening,
name
sir.
my name is Robert Jensen. I reside at 6986 Rose Cliff Place in Vienna Park. I'd like to welcome our new police chief, and I hope that we can gain your support in speed and traffic enforcement on Vienna Parkway. When I first moved to Vienna Parkway, it was in 2018. Shortly thereafter, there were discussions about opening Vienna Parkway all the way through Route 741. At that time, there was an informational meeting for residents of the Parkway and the neighborhood in general about what impact the additional traffic may have on that particular street. At that time, there was the need for traffic calming issues was identified, and the approval of the trustees at that time to open Vienna Parkway all the way through 741 was based on this information. And yet here we are 3 years later or so, and we still have no traffic calming on Vienna Parkway. Today we had an accident on Vienna Parkway. Sunny day, somebody lost control of their car, plowed down a mailbox. It's only a matter of time before it's another human. Last week, while I was on vacation, one of our neighbors, who actually has a cerebral palsy son, reported that his wife saw 3 cars lined up on Vienna Parkway and have a drag race. The average speed has increased. The county, and I could use your help with this, we have traffic studies performed on Vienna Parkway. They had one a few months ago, or maybe a year ago, where it was just on a Tuesday, on a day when schools are not in session. And then they had another traffic study yesterday for 1 day in front of our big flashing speed limit sign, which is going to get people to slow down. So these studies are not beneficial. They're a waste of time and they're a waste of money. I strongly request that we have a real traffic study on Vienna Parkway that is for 7 consecutive days, every hour of the day, so we can compare this data to data that existed for 7 consecutive days before the trustees voted to open Vienna Parkway. It is only a matter of time. The township is on notice. The traffic volume has increased. The speed has increased. We obviously don't enforce any type of sound enforcement here with the loudness of all the trucks, the people speeding. And with the last speed or traffic study that was done, the conclusion of the person, whoever's in this entity, was that we have no speeding problem on Vienna Parkway. Well, that's not true. We do have a speeding problem. We have an increase in traffic, and as you increase the number of cars on that road, even if it's 10% of people speeding over 40 miles an hour, 10% of 4,000 is a lot more than 10% of 2,000. Every day when I do my yard, I pick up probably 30 to 40 cigarette butts. We have people texting, not paying attention. We have people speeding. We have people tailgating. Sometimes you have cars, 5, 6, 7 cars in a row, all within 2 to 3 feet of each other's bumpers. These are the problems that we have. So when people say we don't have a speeding problem on Vienna Parkway, we have a problem. We also have a problem with noise, because the faster the car goes, the louder it is. So I implore the township and the county to do a real speed study on Vienna Parkway. It is no longer a residential street. It has become a cut-through that's used by many people. And if you don't do a speed study that includes Saturdays and Sundays when people run to Home Depot and trying to avoid Dayton Mall traffic and all that, you're not getting legitimate data. So let's do it right. Let's show some empathy for the residents of that street who have basically taken one for the team and the community to have our street opened up and become not only a residential street, but now a major thoroughfare in Montgomery County and the township. And I'd like to think with some new blood on the board since the last time I came here, that we would actually address this issue and take it seriously. I want to throw in one other personal thing and then I'll quit. Earlier this year, I sustained an accident an injury to my left eye. I am now blind in my left eye. I had it removed in June. I live right on the corner of Vienna Parkway and Rosecliff. I maintain my property as a prideful member of this community. I cut my own lawn. I clean up my grass clippings on Vienna Parkway. It is much more dangerous for me now than it was last summer because of that. I almost got hit by a car, not this last time, but 2 times ago when I cut my grass. I don't know if they were just jerking me around or they weren't paying attention, but they came with probably in 2 feet of me, doing probably 35 miles an hour while I was blowing my clippings. It's just a matter of time. And when that happens, all of this is on record that you all have been informed of this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else wishing to make a public comment?
Hello, my name is Philip Norrod. I live at 2392 Spring Valley Road. I've got a couple of issues. I've lived there for quite some time, about 28 years, but as the years have gone on, of course, the curb appeal of the entire Miami Village is horrible, especially Spring Valley Pike on Spring Valley Road, the little jog road. There's cars broke down, expired license plates. One car's been parked on the front road for several months, since way back in the winter. It's never moved. I've made many phone calls. I've had no luck at all. The neighbors have had no luck. I'm a walker through that whole plat every day, so a lot of people are wanting to move out because of the curb appeal and the reason the value of the property is eventually going down. I do quite a bit of real estate. I rent houses. Harrison Township, Centerville, Miamisburg, West Carrollton. But just to watch my neighborhood fold, it's every day it's getting worse. The end of the street is Vinebrook Apartments at Arbor Ridge and Spring Valley Road. They'll just throw couches out on the street. Their trash can stays on the street 24/7. They won't drag them back. As far as the citations, which used to exist in that area, that's a thing of the past. The car, I'm not quite sure why the car is still parked in their front yard with grass growing around it. They had a roof put on their house the other day. Of course, the entire crew had a park blocking the entire road to where people was driving across the medium to get from Spring Valley Pike to Spring Valley Road. The apartments at the end of the street, the Vinebrook Apartments, I've called them and I've called the township here. For some reason, it's an every week issue with the trash cans on the road 24/7. I called Isaiah last week and he actually had them move their trash cans off the road. Everyone except for one. That's the first time probably it's been a couple of years. But the corner of Miami Village and also Arbor Ridge, there's some apartments there as well. And I don't know when your grass can be 23 inches tall, I've got pictures and everything. Cars broke down, license plates expired, but I have better luck in Harrison Township having cars towed that's parked in front yards. There's a pop-up camper that's been at the end of my street beside their yard, which Isaiah said that's acceptable as long as it's not parked in front. It's right beside the house with a canoe on top of it with a hot water hose that runs out to the street. He said that's acceptable, but the car is not acceptable parked in the front yard. But nothing has been done, and it's been months and months. I'm not quite sure what I need to do. So the whole neighborhood stops me where I walk so much. I guess they're afraid to get involved. They say they don't want their name to be released, and that's why I'm here this evening.
We appreciate your concern, and we'll take those matters into consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate your time.
And sir, I'll try to get your contact information. I'd love to reach out and chat a little bit more. Code enforcement's under my department. Yeah. Yeah. Did you sign in out by any chance?
I've got the sheet.
Perfect. Okay. I'll give you a call and we'll chat and hope to connect with you. That's great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, and we'll now move into the consideration of votes of resolutions. I make a motion, we approve resolution number 54-2025.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Berry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
I make a motion we approve resolution number 55-2025.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
56 we tabled. I make a motion we approve resolution number 57-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
Make a motion we approve resolution number 58-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
Make a motion we approve resolution number 59-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
Make a motion we approve resolution number 60-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
Make a motion we approve resolution number 61-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
And finally, I make a motion we approve resolution number 62-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
I make a motion we open the public hearing for zoning case number 063-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Barry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
Zoning case number 063-2025 is now open. The following be the order in which the hearing will proceed. Staff will give a report. The applicant will have the opportunity to speak. All proponents will speak, all opponents will speak, and the board will close the public hearing prior to making a decision. The board will now hear a report from the staff. Mr. Carlson, have all legal requirements for this hearing been met, and will you present your report at this time?
Yes, sir. All legal requirements have been met. I will happily present my report. Zoning case before you tonight is a plan development regulation amendment to the existing Newmark Center plan development. The applicant is requesting this amendment to allow a new land use type within a single parcel. This land use type is described as a private training gym. Newmark, again, it's located sort of central to the township. Here's the exact parcel and location in which they are proposing renovation of a space within an existing building for a private training gym. Here's a view of the frontage, again, sort of the standard Newmark Center building. I'll read you quickly the statement the applicant made to describe their land use. I think it's a very succinct way to explain what they're hoping to do. We are requesting that 8545 Gander Creek, which is 8,477 square foot space and a 72,000 square foot property, be permitted to be remodeled and used as a private training gym. This gym will cater to corporate clients and focus on personal training for its members. The gym will not operate like a large public gym such as LA Fitness. The model will be similar to Personally Fit, where clients meet one-on-one with personal trainers. The hours of operation are expected to be 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. The gym will feature high-end workout equipment and training rooms. Working with the board, we previously, before this request came through, we had several other land use requests that have come through for undeveloped land in the Newmark Center. We've had residential, we've had gym, we've had sort of just a wide array. And part of what the board requested at that time was that staff work with business owners or property owners in Newmark to determine what land uses they really are comfortable with or not overly comfortable with. Again, not every single property owner responded, but we got a wide array of responses. Almost all responded that they were either neutral or in favor of a gym type use, that it would be an amenity to their employees and the workforce within the Newmark Center. So largely speaking, we've felt support from this. The other sort of item to note in our comprehensive plan, as we defined the office park subtype as a land use, one thing we stated was that office parks should be located close to commercial corridors, parks and open space, residential areas that provide employees a place to be entertained, relax, and live. So there is some guidance for this, and also precedence in our Austin Center zoning district, where a small portion of an overall land use that typically allows office or manufacturing is permitted to be supporting uses like daycares, gyms, or restaurants. So we have some precedence for this, and we've designed that while it is largely to be office and manufacturing, there could be some things that are amenities for employees in that area. So at the public hearing, the zoning commission did recommend approval of the plan development regulation amendment in a 4-0 vote. Staff previously to the zoning commission recommended approval and felt that this land use would exist in harmony with the other land uses and that there was general support. Does the board have any questions at this time about the recommendation of the zoning commission? Thank you, board.
Thank you, sir. Would the applicant have anything they'd like to add?
My name is Tony Taylor, and I am the managing partner of Dayton Office Properties, which owns this property. We're really primarily leasing agents and managers of commercial property. Alex really summarized our argument, if you will. I think it's a great amenity for not only our other tenants in the building, which they're excited to have this kind of opportunity to have a private training gym. It's also, I think, an amenity for the whole business park. It's, you know, there's no other gym like this in the area. So, and I think we probably all know it's not easy to lease commercial property. This is a, you know, an unusual, I guess, use for the space as we found it. But this young man who's opening it, it's a combat veteran, great guy, is really excited to make it his home and make it a nice thing for the community.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
The board will now hear from any proponents of the project. Seeing none, do we have any opponents to the project? Seeing none, are there any other public comments need to be made at this time? Seeing none, I move that we close public hearing for case number 063-2025.
I'll second.
Mr. Berry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp,
Aye.
I make a motion, or I move that the Miami Township Board of Trustees approves resolution number 063-2025, a resolution to adopt a plan development regulation amendment at the Newmark Center Plan Development under zoning case 167-85. Therefore, be it resolved, the Miami Township Board of Trustees adopts the plan development regulation amendment under zoning case 167-85 and upholds the zoning commission regulation.
I'll second.
Mr. Berry,
Aye.
Mr. Culp.
Aye.
Gentlemen, I'll give you a call to discuss next steps. Thank you very much.
We'll now move into department head comments. Chief Nielsen.
Yeah, board, just the one thing I think is we're thrilled to be starting our first ever safety town. So we cut the ribbon and started that with 5-year-olds up to 7-year-olds yesterday down at Jane Chance Elementary. So very pleased to be partnering with the school district. We have a lot of volunteers down there, a lot of department and township staff with us helping out on that. So had a ton of interest. The kids are thrilled to be out there learning about safety. They're going to take a couple PD tours. We're going to have a graduation ceremony for our groups on the next two Fridays. We had to add three sessions total, so we had to add on twice and extend this over 2 weeks because of the interest. So thrilled to do it. The kids are having a blast. Parents are happy to be there. So it's off to a very fast and fun and safe start. So
Thank you, sir.
that's it.
Mr. Schweiker.
It's been about 30 days, board, since I had a comment, so I was excited about tonight. Real quick, I just wanted to make mention of a promotion at Public Works. Road employee Jacob Bronson completed a rigorous program to obtain his Road Worker 2 status. So just want to congratulate him on that adventure. And then second, board, I know a few meetings ago I pointed out all the different projects we have going on, both in our roadways, infrastructure, and parks projects, but we've completed a significant number of them. As you came in the boardroom, you got to see some of the projects that have been completed, some that are ongoing. I do encourage you to come out to Miami View Park. We have the new playground that is almost fully installed. We have a new ADA pathway ramp up to the shelter, and soon we'll be resurfacing that park. So by next time when we get to the fishing derby, it'll look like a completely new park, and we're extremely excited and proud of it. and hope that we can have some sort of ribbon cutting or ceremony soon once all of those projects are complete at that location. So thank you, Board.
Thank you, and to the Public Works for all your work. Mr. Carlson.
Just a quick comment, Board. I just wanted to echo your earlier comments and thank Commissioner McDonald for both being here tonight and for coming to the ribbon cutting this morning for CRG Defense. It's always great to have a county commissioner there. I know the business appreciates the support. We certainly appreciate the support and look forward to working with you and your team to make Montgomery County a better place. So thank you again.
I don't think we've had an unprecedented number of ribbon cuttings, but we've had a lot. And
We've had a lot.
to come.
That's right.
A lot of good happening in the township.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCord.
I don't have any further.
Best comment there is. Now I'll move into elected officials. Oh, Mr. Schneider, I'm gonna put him in elected official comments. He gets before we get there.
Good evening again, Board. Again, just want to thank the residents who came out tonight and provided their input to us. Also thank Commissioner McDonald for coming tonight. Again, we appreciate the support and the partnership with the county on a variety of different programs and projects over the years and look forward to working with you in the coming years. Also, again, want to thank the police department, particularly Assistant Chief McCarty, Susie Mosley, and all of the officers who have been working with the kids this week and in the coming weeks to put on Safety Town. I know it seems like it should be relatively straightforward, but I know there was a lot of hours and a lot of work put into putting all of that together and putting the curriculum together, putting all the activities together that the kids will be going through over the next week. So also want to congratulate Community Development and Public Works. We recently received word that they were awarded the grant application for CDBG funds. So again, those are some additional dollars that will be coming into the community to support specifically our parks improvements in one of our neighborhoods down on the southern end of the township. So we are getting these funds spread around and hopefully everyone is able to benefit from those new projects. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Schneider. Now elected officials' comments. Mr. Matthews.
Yes, Mr. President, I have some information I wanted to give to the trustees and the department heads. I'll just touch on it briefly. Alex, could you pass these down, please? Thanks. There have been some new reasons come up over the last few months to invest in gold, and I just wanted to bring those to everyone's attention as a possible income source for us. First thing, Section A there, gold has gone up over the last 3 months by 8.13%, which is an annual rate of 32.5. There's a graph there that shows you that. You can go to that website, appnex.com. if you
Mr.
want
Matthews, this
to check
isn't a presentation. We're just here for comments. So if you'd like to make a comment, that would be great.
Okay. Well, the first comment is then that we have lost approximately $800,000.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Matthews. That we're just here for comments, not for presentations.
Okay.
Mr. Cole.
I have none.
I have nothing other than the fact that it's great to see the collaboration between Miamisburg City Schools, the City of Miamisburg, and Miami Township with Safety Town. That was well put together. Where it is located now out at the school, a nice piece of property for that to be. And we were a little concerned with the attendance being the rain that hit Monday morning, but attendance was very strong. So best of luck with the rest of Safety Town, and hopefully it continues to grow and the collaboration amongst the jurisdictions as well. So with that, I make a motion we adjourn at 6:39.